Hello and welcome back to Homebrew MTG. First things first, I would like to say a massive thank you for all your amazing support since our return. It's been an honour to be part of this community, and as a thank you, Homebrew MTG is giving away an incredible prize, so make sure you stay tuned until the end of the video to find out how to enter. In this video, I'll be sharing my favourite top 10 cards from M21. For this list, I'll be including a couple filters. I'm not choosing reprints, as we all know Azusa, Ugin and Grim Shooter are fantastic, and you can hear my thoughts on those cards in my Snapshot Core Set 21 review in the video link as shown. Additionally, I won't be including any legendary creatures. The amazing YouTube channel Common Command and I discuss in depth the pros and cons for each of the would-be commanders of the set. The link to that video is in the description, so make sure you check that out to find our thoughts on the legendaries of M21. So with that in mind, I'm going to share the obligatory honorary mention. And it's a beast. The Elder Gargoroth is 2 forest, 3 colourless for a 6/6 beast. Vigilance, reach, trample. Whenever it attacks or blocked, choose either create a 3/3 beast creature token, you gain 3 life, or draw a card. It might just be me that I've become a little bit uninspired by big stompy creatures. I do feel this card is too good to not mention as one of the highlights of the set, providing modular options benefiting you in whatever way, shape or form you choose, establishing a board presence, gain you some vital life, and allowing you to search for some bigger options. I have no doubt that this will see play, however large creatures don't really lend themselves to be as effective in Commander as in Standard, which is a format I'm most looking forward to seeing this in. So straight onto the list. Coming in at number 10, we have the first and final common of this list. I give you Village Rites. Over the years this has been a common effect, sacrificing a creature and drawing 2 cards. Before now, the biggest improvement has been the changing of the casting speed, but for a whole mana less to its closest competitor in Altar's Reap. Village Rites is just 1 CMC. Cast in response to one of your creatures dying, draw 2 cards as consolation. Sacrifice a creature as part of an aristocrat, or to fill your graveyard, draw 2 cards as a reward of playing your deck. Draw 2 for 1 mana is never going to be a bad thing in Magic. Number 9 on my list is Hooded Blightfang. Death Touch builds in Standard have been on the cusp of being competitive. This 3 CMC 1/4 Death Touch Snake allows any attacking Death Touch creature to drain your opponent for 1 life and gain you 1 life. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals damage to a Planeswalker, destroy that Planeswalker. Not only does it ensure the one-time contact needed to destroy a creature is now applicable for instant death in Planeswalkers, it imbues all Death Touchers to have a acute drain effect, an absolute auto-include in Hapatra, Vizier of Poison commander decks. Number 8 is our very own Peeping Tom, Conspicuous Snoop. 2 mountainous mana for a 2/2 Goblin Rogue. Play with the top card of your library revealed. You may cast Goblin spells from the top of your library. As long as that top card of your library is a Goblin card, Conspicuous Snoop has all activated abilities of that card. Another great tribal lord. Goblin strategies want to get as many green skins onto the battlefield as possible. Snoop turns that up to 11, allowing casts off the top of your library. And if that wasn't enough, having the activated abilities of goblins on top of your library is insane. Infinite goblins with Kikijiki? Yes, please. The tribal narrowness of the last 2 cards prevent them being higher up in my list, but they could very well be number 1 picks in those particular builds. On to number 7 in the list. Stop. End turn time. Do. Can't cast this. That's what your opponents won't be able to do with Discontinuity. This heavier blue pipped time stop allows you to end the turn, stopping everything in that turn in its tracks. If you're feeling super mean, cast this on your opponent's turn, allowing them just to untap their lands and not do much else. On your turn, if you're on a pinch, you might need to use this to save one of your biggest creatures, but to really make use of its power, there are lots of end of turn effects that are negative in Magic. If you're able to prevent them with this card, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to use this to your benefit, even if you do have to chop off 3 of your fingers. Ouch. Number 6 on the list is Peer into the Abyss. It has huge consequences whoever you choose to target. In a deck that can withstand the life loss, you can expect to draw into a lot of answers without question. However, is it wrong to see this as a hater for my opponents rather than a boon for myself? Nekusar encourages brain leakages with glee. Then, if the draw doesn't kill you, I'm sure on the Discord Liliana can lend a helping hand. Naughty. Number 5, I am terribly sorry for the little bit of foreshadowing in the background. I give you Terror of the Peaks. This is a 5 CMC 5/4 mean dragon coupled with an inbuilt Warstorm surge effect for your other creatures. This dragon is going to deal your opponents a bucket load of damage. Far from terrible, unlike my puns. Oh dear. In at number 4, we have Teferi's Ageless Insight. If you haven't noticed yet in this video, drawing cards is powerful. This legendary enchantment in blue is an archive without the life gain that doubles any card draw that isn't in your draw step. Any deck or any commander that cares about drawing cards will love this. And God, Locust decks have just been given an insight to how to swarm your opponents twice as fast. Ouch. Onto cards that have reached the podium, I give you number 3. In my opinion, variety is the spice of life, and Sublime Epiphany is extra spicy. A slightly weaker imitation of Cryptic Command is still fantastic. Most casts will be in response to countering a spell or ability, but then the value is instant. Return a non-land permanent, copy a creature, and then draw a card. The combined CMC for all those effects are far more expensive than the 6 that this card asks you, and even getting 2 to 3 choices are still more than fair. Just like the artist, look out for this card. Close but no cigar, we have number 2 in our list, Fiery Emancipation. Triple damage? Triple damage? Triple damage. 3rd time's a charm with this card, and it is absolutely brutal. Currently top end in red deck win decks in standard, but in Commander, this will close out so many games it hurts. Incremental burn is just now nitro fueled. Added with more double effects, this is more multiplication I care for in what is meant to be a casual game. And include this in a Torbrand deck, my nightmares are hot. Oh dear. But on to numero uno. Could it have been anybody else? It is Wizards of the Coast poster boy, Mr. Time himself, Teferi, Master of Time. And woof. Is he a child on a swing? Because he is pushed. His +1 is a looting effect, draw a card then discard a card. His -3 is the first time we've ever seen phasing on a planeswalker that allows you to target a creature you don't control to effectively just disappear for a turn. And his ultimate, -10, take 2 extra turns after this one. A time stretch on legs. If you're not impressed by those abilities, may I direct your attention to Teferi's static ability. You may activate loyalty abilities of Teferi on any player's turn anytime you could cast an instant. So let me get this right. That means you can activate any of his abilities on any player's turn. That's including your own. So in a 4-player pod, if unchecked, you can loot 4 times and be on 7 loyalty after 1 rotation, even without the deterrent of the phasing ability. And that's right, on your opponent's turn, and if you have 10 or more loyalty, how about a time stretch at instant speed? So much for not printing powerful cards in core sets. It reminds me of that Jace. No, that Jace. Expect to see this in multiple games if it doesn't jump to the extortionate price like its mind sculpting peer. I have definitely got time for this absurd new Teferi because it's, in my opinion, the most powerful card of the entire set. So that's it for my top 10 favourite cards from M21. Is there any cards that you think I've missed? What are your favourites? Let me know in the comments below. And here is your reminder to take part in Homebrew MTG's amazing giveaway. your very own booster box for you to get your favourite cards from Core Set 21. To enter, all you have to do is like, comment on this or any video until the raffle draw on the 27th of July. It will be announced during that week's Magic Monday. You can also subscribe to the channel. Subscribers gain 2 entries to the raffle, and I have something very special planned in the way of a potential additional prize if we reach 100 subscribers before the raffle date. So insider knowledge, subscribing is the best way to get your hands on some sweet new cards. And finally, share across all of the internets. It's been amazing seeing this channel grow, and any little help is greatly appreciated. And that's it from me, Ali at Homebrew MTG. Until the next time, cheers.